So what up? What's going on, everybody? It's J.A. and we are back. I say we as in y'all, me, us. Salute to everybody for tuning in. In today's video, I'm telling the tale of one of the greatest sneakers of all time, how it was made, and the secret behind why its design is so timeless. So after this video, as Ye said, this dude is gonna be getting all the calls. So make sure you guys sit back, relax, catch a vibe, and let's get straight into it. So the year is 2016. Just a few years removed from his partnership with sneaker conglomerate Nike, Ye, formerly known as the artist Kanye West, has proved critics wrong by now releasing two brand new successful silhouettes under his Adidas Yeezy partnership, the Yeezy 750 and the Yeezy 350 V1. And with the Yeezy 350 V2 about to debut with its new Beluga colorway, it's undeniable that Ye has another hit on his hands. So by taking inspiration from the Nike Rochi, simplifying its design, and infusing this model with Adidas Boost technology, the Yeezy 350 V2 was instantly a fan favorite. So for Ye to continue being successful with his Yeezy Adidas partnership, all he really had to do was just continue to drop new colorways of the 350 V2 and eventually release a 350 V3 and all would be smooth sailing, right? Well, apparently Ye had different plans up his sleeve. Now, in a completely different state, globally renowned footwear designer Steven Smith, who is known to have over 3 decades of experience and influence in the sneaker industry. He's worked for every major sneaker company, recently quit his job.
People are like, you just left your job? I'm like, yeah, it just wasn't it. And then one night the phone rang.
So Ye calls recently unemployed Steven Smith out the blue to try to recruit him to the Yeezy design team. He was quoted as saying, "Bro, you designed all the shoes I wanted as a kid." That first conversation went on for hours, and Steven Smith was quoted as saying, "It's really mind-blowing how much he knew about art, design, fashion, architecture, and I thought this position could be really interesting." The two continued to talk every night for 2 weeks until Steven Smith agreed to come work for Yeezy.
If I had known that you had just left your job, I wouldn't have spent 2 hours trying to talk you into coming to Yeezy.
Now, at the time, the artist formerly Kanye West was on tour for his successful album, The Life of Pablo. He asked Steven Smith if he was gonna be going to the show that night. Smith said, "Yeah, I'll come if you got a seat for me." Halfway through the show, he started the floating stage from the St. Pablo tour. He came and stopped right in front of Steven Smith's party. He said to the audience, "I want you to know we're gonna be taking Yeezy design to a whole new place. I got the master futurist right there. He and I are gonna show you pieces from the future that you've never seen." All right, so this is super lit. So Steven Smith is already a known music head. So Ye brings him out to the show, stops the show in front of all those people, thousands of people, to give this man a shout out. To me, that's crazy love and the beginning of a beautiful partnership. So we're about to get into the part where Steven Smith and Ye embark on their first journey into the footwear industry as a collaborator, and we're also introducing in another designer that probably doesn't get talked about as much as he should. So when Steven Smith started working with Ye, he didn't exactly know what he was asking to design because the market was way over here in the 350 space, you know, simple, cheap, minimal parts, all seamless. And here we were designing this, what was gonna be a bazillion pieces stitched back together. Smith felt like this is gonna cost a fortune. And Kanye's like, "Don't worry about price, bro. We'll just make it and we'll figure it out." So Ye and Steven Smith embarked on their very first Yeezy project. They started off with about 5 or 6 different concepts, and because that was down in California, face to face, Steven Smith and Ye continued to work back and forth through emails, even after Steven Smith went back home. So basically every 10 minutes, Ye would send a suggestion and then Steven Smith would redraw it and send it back to him. So through the back and forth design process, Ye actually had a young, new, up-and-coming designer, Ding.
Thank you for announcing Ding's name to the entire shoe industry. So.
Ding photoshopped the design, then he would send it back to Steven Smith with 2 of the other sketches combined and blended, photoshopped, and stretched and pulled. Then Steven Smith would take that, redraw it, send it back. They two basically worked like this together for 48 hours straight. So after working like that straight for 48 hours, Steven Smith finally told Ye, I gotta go to bed. But at the end of the 48-hour process, we finally came up with it. The Yeezy 700 was this weird hybrid of the past, blended to create what we called an alternate future from the past. When you look at this shoe, it's very hard to pick where it's from. Is it from the 80s? Is it from the 90s? Is it from yesterday? That's one of the things that makes it a timeless design. So the Wave Runner made its debut during Yeezy Season 5 and eventually saw a retail release later that year, November of 2017. So there's no denying the impact that this sneaker had, really ushering in the entire dad shoe wave. This is definitely an undeniable classic, and there's so many great things about this model, from its design to its timeless color palette. It's really just an amazing sneaker. And what's really great about it is you had designers from 2 different generations coming together under the watch of Ye to make what I would call possibly my favorite Yeezy of all time. So let me know where the Yeezy 700 V1 Wave Runner ranks in your all-time Yeezy list, and how do you guys feel like this sneaker impacted the industry, and where does it rank? Forget Yeezys, of your favorite sneakers of all time. Salute to everybody for tuning in. I'm J.A. Make sure y'all stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all.
So I won't tell you that.